What's going on? Make sure y'all like the stream. I'm your host, JayeDeBlack. Shout out to the fam. I know it's been a while since I've been live. I had an issue. I had to get another computer. But now I am gotten everything how I want it to be. And now I'm live again. Salute to everyone that's here. Moderators, channel members, Patreons. Make sure y'all like the stream. We're going to talk. We got a lot of stuff that we're going to talk about today. But we're going to mainly talk about J-Lo ruining another marriage. This woman is toxic. And we're going to talk about how Ben Affleck was never comfortable being in a relationship with her like that. She was a rebound. And he got tired of her. He realized this wasn't the same J-Lo back in the early 2000s. You know, this was somebody else, okay, who cared more about her brand than anything. When we saw them get into arguments, him slamming the car door, right, that was all real. Arguing in the car, that's all real. But again, make sure that y'all like the stream. Let's get the likes up. We're going to talk about Marcus Jordan snorting that white cocaine. We're going to talk about Halle Berry being upset because she's tired of paying child support. So now she wants custody of her child. Like, since when? Let's see who's here. Hold on a second. General Washington, Forever Runaway. Brian, Beefer 95, Eric Square XL Pro, Alex Maynard, Shing Van Varner, Ryder Wise, East Steigers, Millions. Make sure that y'all like the stream. We really gonna get into it. What's good, Jean Marie Rochester? What's going on? Dab was good. Yeah, she definitely hit the wall. But I think not just in a physical sense. I just think that she's a difficult person to be around. She's a difficult person to be around. And I think that because she's a difficult person to be around, I believe that is why she can't keep a man. And she's getting clowned all over social media. Because it's like, well, what took you so long to divorce? But I guess she had to control the narrative because let's be real, Ben Affleck left her. Like, let me put the picture up. Let me put the picture up. I want you to see how miserable he looked. Look how miserable he looks. This man looks like he wants to be anywhere but with her. He does not want to be with her. He does not want to be around her. He's tired of her. He's one of these guys that lie to women because, you know, he wants to, like, you got guys out there, right? They want to sleep with the woman. So what they will do is they will lie to that woman. And they will tell that woman what she wants to hear because they want to sleep with her. They'll tell that woman, oh, I want to marry you. I want you to be the mother of my children. But in reality, he's lying. He doesn't want no relationship with her. He just wants to screw her. That's what he wants. He wants to screw her. He doesn't want no relationship. Again, make sure y'all like the stream. Let's get the likes up. This is a man with a drinking problem that has battled his addiction. What's good, Sheila? JoJo was good. Brent, what's up? This man looked absolutely miserable while he was in a relationship, while he was married to her. I don't think Ben was honest with her. You could tell he just wanted a rebound. He just wanted to casually date her. He didn't want to marry her. But you were not going to be with her, Ben, unless you put a ring on her finger. And he found that out. He was like, damn. Don't marry somebody just because you just want to shack up with them, lay up with them. You got to tell these women the truth. You got to tell these women the truth, or you're going to be looking just like Ben. I know I've seen a lot of men like this. What's good, Matthew? I've seen a lot of men like this walking around with women that they don't want to be with, and they look miserable. They don't look happy to be with her at all. Bro, why did you lie to that woman and act like you wanted a relationship? You don't want no relation. You just wanted to hit it a few times. You know, but again, you're lying to these women. You're not being honest with them. And you go along with it just to make her feel good about herself. That's the wrong way of going about things. You don't want to end up looking like Ben. Okay, Ben is probably wanted to take a lot of drink, want to drink a lot being with her. You could tell the frustration because he didn't want to really be with her like that. He didn't want to be there. And there are a lot of men out here, a lot of you dudes out here, you're with women you know you don't want to be with. You need to be honest with these women. Was good, Leo. Shantia was good. Jennifer needs to be alone because she has never taken a break from men. And you know what? She's never going to take a break from men. Jennifer can't be alone. She has to have a man. She doesn't like being alone. So she's already looking for his replacement. What's good, Arla, Cultural Kev. Make sure y'all get the likes up. But again, gentlemen, as I'm telling you right now, look at Ben. I just want y'all to look at this guy. Look at if you have any body language experts, come talk to me. Maybe y'all can answer this question. On a scale of 1 to 10, how miserable does Ben Affleck look here? You see, he did all this for her. When you can tell when a woman doesn't want to be with a man, or when a man doesn't want to be with a woman. When a woman doesn't want to be with a man, she'll start to act out. She'll want to argue all the time. She might even get physically violent. She'll constantly try to kick you out the house. Shout out to Forever Runaway.
He thought things were going to be different this time, but things were worse than the first time they did.
Oh, yeah. Or they were worse, and I appreciate that. Things did get worse. It got worse because he realized that this was not the same J-Lo from the early 2000s that was so happy to be with him, right? Younger, right? In her prime, J-Lo. He was dealing with a mother of multiple children, divorcee, that been divorced multiple times. He was dealing with that J-Lo, doing whatever it takes to go viral, to stay relevant. This is the J-Lo he was dealing with. And he was like, man, I don't want this. This is why if you are a guy who's an actor like he is, you may not want to date actresses, especially somebody like J-Lo who had to cancel her tour because it wasn't selling. Her movie career is not going anywhere. And this is who he's choosing to be with. And I'm telling you right now, she's actively looking for his replacement. What's good, Bird? Shout out to Forever Runaway Fashion Line. Yeah, Drake did say he want to date her. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt he tries to get with her again.
Here come Drake to the rescue now, LMAO.
Right, right. Drake got trying to prove something, and I could see him, for publicity, trying to date her for publicity. But I'm telling you, dudes, right now, this woman, she's on a mission to try to compete with younger women. You want to look at the antithesis of trying to compete with younger women? Look no further than J-Lo. Has she kept herself in really good shape? Absolutely. I don't take that from her. But at some point, you got to downsize that ego. Stop trying to force these guys to marry you, because that's what happened. Is she tried to do it with Alex Rodriguez. That didn't work out. She got with Ben, and she said to herself, well, why not? Why not try to get a relationship out this guy? Jennifer reminds me of a lot of these older women, right, that's trying to hang on, right? Instead of aging gracefully, people say, well, she's an actress, Jay. What do you mean gracefully? Well, I mean, she puts up your typical thirst traps. She's still out here chasing men that don't necessarily want to be with her like that, and she knows this. She knows those men don't really want to marry her. Look, again, Alex Rodriguez, he didn't want to marry her. He was only placating her situation. That's it. Alex Rodriguez, he liked women his age, right? And J-Lo, I believe she might be a little bit older than him. That's what he likes. He does, you know what I'm saying? So that's what he chooses to get with. But I'm telling you right now, you older heifers, y'all got to know when to say, you know what, maybe I need to fall back. But again, that's not what Jennifer wants to do. Jennifer still feels like she can compete with these younger women. She wants to be, in a celebrity relationship. And we're going to speak about her divorce. Apparently, there's no prenup. There's no prenup. Now, both have money. So maybe that's why there's no prenup. Again, make sure that y'all like the stream. Let's get the likes up. Shout out to everybody that's here. But this divorce, neither one, there's no prenup here. Yeah, Alex Rodriguez is a smart man. He also has done well in investments. He's invested in Minnesota Timberwolves, which is a great investment long term. He's not looking to marry nobody else. He was married once, and I think he's regretted that ever since. But he was trying to placate her as well, being engaged to her. But he didn't want to get into another disaster. But he's still paying that woman off after she done got with another man. That man is living in a house that he paid for. He don't want to go through that again. Even though people say, well, she has her own money. She ain't got A-Rod money. Maybe she does. I don't know. I mean, she does, but, A-Rod made a lot of money throughout his baseball career. Shout out to Ramir.
He asked her not to do that silly movie about her failed love life.
Right.
She did it anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Ben not into constant spotlight.
No, he isn't. I mean, you can tell. That's why, you got to ask yourself the question, why would you still pursue a relationship with her? Like, the origins of their relationship was him emailing her. He emailed her, and that's how things got started. Why would you even go down that rabbit hole? But he's the type of guy, he dates his exes. Like, he goes back and forth to Jennifer Garner, right? What's good? Jesse Latasha, what's up? Make sure y'all like the stream. He should have never doubled back, but he doubled back, and now he's regretting. He's regretting this doubling back. Now let's get into this article from TMZ. It says, J-Lo pulled the trigger on divorcing Ben Affleck. No prenup, no settlement. Jennifer Lopez has done what seemed inevitable. She filed for divorce from Ben Affleck. TMZ has learned, but there are major twists, including a symbolism of when she finally decided to do it. J-Lo filed legal docs Tuesday in LA County Superior Court, but they were not filed by a lawyer. Jennifer filed pro per, meaning by herself and without an attorney. So she did it herself. So does she want a pat on the back for that? Does she? All this symbolism. Is she going to make a movie about this? She lists the date of separation as April 26, 2024. The couple got married in Las Vegas on July 16th of 2022. However, today, August 20th, is also very significant to the Bennifer lore. This marks the second anniversary of the huge. Shout out to Shantia
Jennifer
Frazier.
does lots of overlapping in her relationships. Remember, she was married to her dancer when she began dating Ben 22 years ago.
Yep. Shout out to Forever Runaway.
Yuo thinks she tried flirting with Ben's brother at the family party, and that's when the marriage went downhill.
Appreciate that. It don't surprise me because, again, Jennifer is one of those women that's always looking for the next man. And Ben's brother is famous as well. Casey Affleck is very famous. I just saw an advertisement for one of his new movies with Matt Damon. So, maybe, but I believe he has a whole relationship, marriage or whatnot. So, I mean, but that wouldn't shock me. That wouldn't shock me at all. And women like her are always looking for the next deal. They're always looking for the next deal. Right. And like Shantia says, she was dating a backup dancer right after Ben. After she broke up with Ben, she got with the backup dancer, a guy that she was probably already screwing at the time. Right. He was already there for her when that relationship with Ben Affleck fell apart. They got together right after that. That's because she was already looking in that direction. Shout out to R.
That was J-Lo's fourth marriage, not counting a Rod and Diddy, but Ben overlooked that? Did he think he was different? He spent the block to his demise.
Right. Appreciate it. Yes, he did. Them emails didn't work, buddy. Those emails he was writing her love letters through emails. Like, did she have you blocked or something? Like, or did you have her blocked? Like, why would you entertain that? All these women out here, you have resources. You can go anywhere in the world and find a woman. You go back to J-Lo, I guess, because he felt like, she's in her late 40s, early 50s. Maybe she's changed, maybe she's, ready to settle down or be in a relationship. Maybe not necessarily, get married. But, he didn't protect himself, I believe. I think that, he went into it thinking that things have changed and nothing had changed. Again, make sure that y'all like the stream. This marks the second anniversary of the huge and more traditional wedding ceremony they held in Georgia. So it hardly seems like a coincidence Jen filed today. Now, here's the real shocker. J-Lo does not say in her docs whether there is a prenup, and source will, with knowledge, tell TMZ there is indeed no prenuptial agreement. This is one of the only times there wouldn't be one. You got to ask yourself, why isn't there one? Because she has money, she has resources, so does he. Was it like agreed upon that there would be no prenup because she couldn't get money from him or he couldn't get money from her, right? I don't know exactly what their net worths are. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe she didn't marry Ben for the money. She married him for his name recognition. She wants to be in Hollywood. She still wants to do acting. Ben Affleck is an actor. And I guess being married to him, she feels like will make her more included. That would mean whatever earnings or profit Ben and Jen made during their nearly 2 years of marriage is community property. For instance, since they tied the knot, Ben starred in Air and Hypnotic, and produced The Instigators. See, that's the movie his brother's in, Casey Affleck and Matt Damon. They're in that movie. He also just wrapped filming The Accountant 2 a few days ago. As for J-Lo, during their marriage, she had Shotgun Wedding, The Mother, This Is Me, Now, and Atlas. What's shocking is J-Lo's fourth marriage and Ben's second. And you would think a prenup would be more than obvious. Apparently, they thought this was a forever marriage, but it didn't work out that way. According to documents, Jennifer waived spousal support and is asking the judge to deny Ben such support as well. Ben can't get those 2 years of his life back, but I mean, that's the route he chose. If he was petty, he would go after the money, but it might get kind of messy. Since they did not have children together, there are no custody issues. Now for the final big twist. You would think everything has been hashed out money-wise before she filed, but our sources say that is not the case. TMZ broke the stories. They put their marital home in Beverly Hills up for sale. Ben bought his own house in Brentwood, and she is currently looking for a new house as well. As we reported, they have been trying to hash out a settlement for months, and our sources say those talks are continuing, but they have become increasingly acrimonious to the point at times they're not even speaking to each other because Ben wants nothing to do with her. That's why. Ben finally had enough. And he said, forget this. I never wanted to marry you. I'm out of here. He went and bought a whole nother house. He said, I'm tired of this. It's over. Get away from me. And it's good that Ben has no children with her. So he can just walk away and not have to give her no money, no property. But again, they do have that house that they're trying to sell. As report, speak on that. So why did J-Lo decide to file while they're still battling over money? Well, even though it doesn't matter legally who files first in a no-fault state, sometimes PR concerns are involved when it comes to who files first because, of course, she wants to control the narrative. So that's why she filed first. This is another L for J-Lo. J-Lo, again, this ain't 2003. This ain't 2005. This ain't 2007. At some point, J-Lo, you got to see where you're at in life and choose men that are where you're at. Or come to an understanding that, trying to compete with these younger women and trying to have this whole celebrity relationship where, and trying to force these men to marry you. She tried to get Alex Rodriguez to marry her. He didn't want to marry her. The guy went through a horrendous divorce. He didn't want to deal with her as far as marriage is concerned. And Ben Affleck only married her to make her feel good. He only did it to make her feel good about herself. That's why he married her. So that, to make her feel good, I believe. Jay, according to Google, Jennifer is worth $400 million and Ben is worth $150. And they had if Ben was somebody else, they would definitely try to get money out of her. But I don't think Ben Affleck's that type of guy. She knows this. I know she might have more money net worth wise than he does because she does movies and music. You know what I'm saying? Other things as well. So I know that she had money. That's why I say her and A-Rod money wise were right in the same ballpark. Ben Affleck, not so much. Even though Ben Affleck has produced a lot of films and has been in a lot of films, J-Lo still had more. This was a disaster from the start. Everybody saw it. Ben Affleck, you should have told her the truth when you got with her, but you placated to her because you wanted another chance to get with her. And you got that chance and you realized you were just wasting your time. Shout out to everybody that's here. Make sure y'all like the stream. That's why he's not talking to her. That's why he's not talking to her, because he wasted enough of his time. That woman probably almost drove him to drink. She probably almost drove him to drink again. But again, this is why you have to be extremely careful of getting into these relationships with women that you really don't want to be with. You got to be careful. You have got to be careful.
What does
Ballin' real estate, it's great.
Ben Affleck bought a new house and it's J-Lo free.
Do you have to pay extra for that? But yes, Ben just closed escrow on a mansion in Brentwood for $20.5 million.
5 bedrooms, 6 baths, it's got it all.
I'd walk-in closets, a media room, and Ivy, which is beautiful unless it's poison. There's just one thing Ben's new house doesn't have. Yeah.
But I mean, kind of sad because this is obviously him moving on with his single life.
I think kind of happy for him.
Oh, I guess happy for him. Sad to see a relationship come to an end.
So he bought a $20 million house. They still haven't sold the $60 million.
That's correct.
You said that it's sad. For him, it's zero sad.
The sad element is, why do I still have 60 million trapped up in that house?
Seriously, did Matt Damon have to co-sign on the mortgage for this new mansion or what? But the point here is, they are officially donezo. In case you didn't get that from Ben moving out and J-Lo currently vacationing alone in the Hamptons.
Yo, can y'all hear me? Hold on. Make sure they can hear me. Yo, let me know in the chat y'all can hear me. Y'all hear me? Y'all hear me? Okay. All right. I had an issue in the control room on this OBS. Okay, now let's get into Marcus Jordan. Now, while my computer was not functioning properly, this story with Marcus Jordan broke, right? Marcus Jordan on that boat. How many of y'all? Yeah. They say Drake is trying to get with J-Lo, but we don't know if that's gonna work out. You know, she might be looking for somebody in Hollywood. Again, make sure y'all like the stream. Let's talk about Marcus Jordan. Did y'all see the photos of Marcus Jordan snorting a substance? Listen, I know. Let me see if I can bring the photos up. Hopefully the photos doesn't get me flagged or anything. Listen, I know that when you have famous people hold on, y'all. I know that when you have famous people, they delve into things that a lot of us regular people don't want to know about, you know. But I just want to show y'all these pictures of Marcus Jordan. Let's see. Now this is Marcus Jordan on that boat. And so this is so, people don't say, well, Jaye, he wasn't snorting. He was snorting that cocaine. Oh, he was snorting. Oh, he definitely on that white girl. Figuratively, literally, and physically. Marcus, what the hell happened? And again, this happened right around the time my computer was out. What was happening, Marcus, that would get us to this point? What would get us to this point, Marcus? I had to make sure I saved this in the archives because I was going to get back to this. Now, Marcus Jordan, what are you doing here, sir? What is that substance? And not only is he snorting, he's smoking. What are you doing, sir? Why are you on that coke? I told y'all these people be doing cocaine. Mainly I'll talk about these heifers that be doing cocaine, but these males be doing cocaine too. Is still the number one drug choice of the majority of these people out here, especially the ones that got money. All they do, they're like functional cokeheads. Not only are they smoking weed, they are drinking, they are snorting cocaine, popping pills. That's what a lot of these people do. Marcus Jordan, what the hell are you doing? Like, seriously. He on that nose candy. What is going on, Marcus? You are one of the heirs to a $1 billion empire, and you're doing this? Is this what you doing with Michael's money? Yeah, this guy's out in the open with it. He ain't in his house. He on that boat. I'm pretty sure there's other people around. That's how they got the photos. Like, this is crazy. But what we're going to get to, and there's a reason why I'm showing this. I'm going to get to what Larsa Pippen, well, mainly Portia clowned him for it. Portia clowned him for being on that powder. Shout out to Ramir.
Get it together, sir. Don't sniff on yachts and embarrass yo famous pop stars of joy.
Right. Yeah, don't be sniffing the coke on the boat. Like, you gotta don't be sniffing the coke on the boat, but that's what he doing. Or wherever he at, man. What's going on, man? Larsa Pippen and Portia Williams joke about Marcus Jordan's drug use allegations, even though she looked like she has probably done some snorting as well. I'm talking about Larsa. Earlier this month, Marcus Jordan was photographed snorting a white substance with friends in France. It remains unclear whether what the substance was. But as expected, social media users have a few ideas. The news arrived just a few months after he and his ex, Larsa Pippen, went their separate ways. They were previously believed to be on good terms following the breakup, though it now appears as though she could be throwing some shade. She's only throwing shade because he refused to play games with her. Like, he has another girl. He's moved on to another white woman, and she don't like that. Yesterday, she took to Instagram to share a selfie which shows her holding up what looks like to be an alcoholic beverage, sipping. She captioned the post simply, shortly after Portia Williams took to her comment section with an apparent reference to Jordan's drug use allegations, sipping, not sniffing. She wrote alongside a couple of playful emojis. Never that, Pippen replied. You know what's funny? You never see Portia come up in any comments about anybody like this. But she's single and bored, so of course. As you can see the comments there, sipping, not sniffing, even though I'm pretty sure Portia has friends who do cocaine. You know, the heifers that she hangs around in Atlanta, I'm pretty sure they do a whole ton of cocaine. Yeah, dig? And you see Larsa there. I'm pretty sure Larsa has seen some lines in her life. She is an older female. I'm pretty sure she's seen some lines before. Okay. Listen, y'all ain't, you can't fool me. I know y'all done seen some lines before. And the reason why she's, again, she's responding yes, but of course she didn't have to. She responded because she's bitter that Marcus doesn't want to be with her, but it doesn't excuse what Marcus was doing in France. But still, Marcus got tired of playing games with Larsa. This back and forth, we're together, we're not together. He finally left her for good, and now she's feeling some type of way. But again, Portia, you know some people who've done some cocaine before. You know some. And the fact that you're trying to make fun of him, I'm pretty sure you know some people that have done it out there in Atlanta. I'm pretty sure you have. The apparent jabs come amid receipts that Pippen believed Jordan lied about using drugs throughout their relationship. She can't waste her energy on anyone who takes drugs. A source told Marca per Vibe. He's been hiding this lifestyle for a while and used to lie to her about it every day. At the time of writing, Pippen's relationship status is unknown, though Jordan had recently started dating influencer Ashley Stevenson. She too was spotted in the photos of his alleged drug use, though she herself was not seen using anything. But that doesn't mean she doesn't. Yeah, Croy's ex was a part of the crew there. So what I'm gathering is that it's been an open secret that, he's allegedly been using drugs. But you still dated him. Y'all didn't break up because of that. You broke up because you need a storyline for your reality show. That's why you broke up. Of course, it's uncertain whether or not Pippen intended to be shady towards her ex with her latest remark, though it appears as though Williams did. Well, again, because she's bored, Portia's bored, she's in the middle of it. She's trying to divorce a man she think gonna go to jail for being a scammer. That's why she left him. So, she's bored, and that's why she decided to take a jab at him. But I'm pretty sure, again, her being from Atlanta and being in them circles, she's been around women who do a lot of drugs. Okay, a lot of drugs. Salute to everybody that's here. Let's see what else I want to get to. Okay, let's get to this divorce. Let's get into Beyonce's mother. So, Tina Knowles, the mother of Beyonce, was married to Richard Lawson. And they got a divorce last year. And apparently, he was awarded $300,000 and can't speak negatively about Beyonce. That's a red flag to me. That is, I don't know about y'all, but that is a red flag to me. When a divorce, you can't speak negatively about her daughter. I mean, if Beyonce is this incredibly great woman like all her fans say she is, why would he need to talk negatively about Beyonce? What is Beyonce doing behind the scenes that he would talk negatively about her in public? And I think he can't speak negatively about Blue Ivy. But again, why would he talk negatively about them? He doesn't seem like that type of guy. I mean, this is a guy who, he's famous in his own right. I believe he's still acting. His daughter was an actress. I haven't seen her in anything recently. Why would he need to speak negatively about Beyonce? What is Beyonce doing that he would need to take a $300,000 payout and basically sign an NDA? Now, this guy isn't a civilian. He ain't a guy that was working a 9-to-5 job that she decided to start dating and marrying. This is a man who's well known. So why would he need to sign an NDA? Because that's what this is. To not speak negatively on Beyonce, why would he speak negatively upon her if they had a good relationship? I would have thought that she would put Solange in there, but no Solange. Solange is the one that would really be getting at people.
Shouldn't these women be past this phase in life?
Shout out to Leilani. They should, but these women, like, they don't act their age. They see themselves as 20-year-olds. They like to get on social media and clown, even though a lot of them are mothers, right? And, they don't want to act their age. Well, I appreciate that. YouTube doesn't want me to talk about Beyonce, because Beyonce is why they got divorced. Beyonce lied on him and said he was liking pics. Oh, really? Oh, really? I could see her doing that because no matter how famous Beyonce is, Tina's still her mother and she still has those, instincts to want to try to catch the stepdaddy doing wrong, But again, he has to sign divorce paperwork to say he won't speak negatively on Beyonce. What else is Beyonce doing? Is Beyonce going to not speak negatively about him? Prince said, act your age and not your shoe size. Right. Let's get into this Vibe article, man. Tina Knowles and Richard Lawson have peacefully settled their divorce after Knowles filed back in July of 2023. According to court documents obtained by In Touch, both parties agreed that irreconcilable differences had arisen between the parties, which had led to the breakdown of the marriage, making it impossible for the parties to live together as husband and wife. Per the settlement, Tina was awarded a 2018 Tesla, the 2020 Bentley, and the Matriarch book deal with Penguin Random House, a 1% interest in Kirby Beauty Management, LLC, furniture and artwork in her possession, and all creative works, ideas, drafts, and other accolades accumulated by her during the marriage. The 70-year-old was also awarded her LA and Texas home and furniture, jewelry, retirement accounts, and earnings she made since separating. Tina also has agreed to settle any credit card debt in her name and all outstanding balances regarding their household expenses. As for Richard, he was awarded $300,000 by his now ex-wife, as well as a 2021 Cadillac Escalade. His bank account and retirement accounts, royalties owned to Richard Lawson Studios and all creative works. Like Knowles, he also gets to keep all of his jewelry, clothing, and rights to his SAG pension plan. Both parties agreed that neither would receive spousal support. Additionally, the settlement includes a non-disparagement clause that prohibits either from speaking negatively about each other's children, their spouses, and grandchildren, with respect to mutual desire to protect the privacy rights of any and all present or future grandchildren of either party. The parties agreed that they will not, when asked by any media or person, discuss said grandchildren or future grandchildren, whether verbally or in writing, the clause says. So they want to keep him from writing a book. They don't want him going on DJ Vlad's platform. They don't want him going on, Art of Dialogue's platform. That's what this is about. They don't want him, going and doing all these interviews and speaking about the family. That's what this is about, right? They say you can't speak about nobody that's either here or ain't here yet. They want a lifetime sort of, you can't speak negatively about anybody here in the family. What's good, David? Tina and Richard married in 2015, witnessed by a star-studded guest list including Beyonce, Jay-Z, Solange, Kelly, Rowland, Michelle Williams, Samuel L. Jackson, Lawson's children, Bianca and Richard Jr. Yeah, she wants to keep him from doing any type of interviews. She don't want to see him on Vlad TV or, again, Art of Dialogue or any of these other platforms. Say Cheese TV. Like, she don't want to see him on those platforms. That's what it's about. Speaking and saying nothing about her family. He was liking rhymes with pornography stuff on Twitter allegedly. Got it. I Google it. Oh, really? I mean, but is that enough to like divorce somebody over?
Most melanated women view Beyonce as God. You're in a tight bind in the court of public opinion if she has something personal against you.
Right. Appreciate that, Brian. And and looking at this divorce, it's like, why get married? Tina might as well just stay single or get back with Matthew, because she's already hanging around Matthew. Why don't you just get back with him? At your age, you don't need to be going through no more divorces. You would think people who get in their 60s and 70s would say, okay, I'm going to settle down with this person. They don't want to settle down because they think they got options. Beyonce's mother's what, 70? And make sure, ain't her mother like 70? And she's going right back in the dating market because she thinks that she still got it. Yeah, 70 years old. 70 years old, and she right back out there in the dating market because, let me tell y'all something, man. If she wasn't Beyonce's mother, ain't none of these men checking for her. Ain't none of these men. These men only checking for her because of who her daughter is. Let's be clear. Because, she's there. She was there. She was like, they're stylists and things of that nature. They're seamstress or whatever. That's how we knew who Tina Knowles was. Richard Lawson wouldn't even have ever thought about being with her if it wasn't for her role in Beyonce's career. And now she's a 70-year-old woman who's out there looking for a man. Listen, man, you know what's messed up out here when the older generation still think they can go out there and get some. I'm not saying they couldn't. I mean, if you ain't good health and good spirits, there's always somebody out there. But at some point, you're going to have to back away. I heard that he was subscribed to Pornhub and they found his account. Really? So who found it? Was it like a random person, or did Beyonce hire a private investigator or her mother? I still find it interesting that, they have this clause that they can't speak on each other's children or grandchildren. Yeah, she's trying to pull a Cher. She said if Cher can do it at Cher 76, she said if Cher can do it, she can do it. They all think that, man. Why you think these generation of women are messed up as is? And they think they're gonna be they think they're gonna be beautiful forever. They think they're gonna be attractive forever, and that's not always the case. But they think they're gonna always have options. So that's it on that. Let's see. What other stuff I want to get into? Let's see. Okay. Let's get into Halle Berry. Halle Berry says she tired of paying child support. So now she won't custody after all these years. Let's get into Halle Berry. Halle Berry apparently is seeking sole custody of her son. Says ex-husband refuses to co-parent. Now, I want y'all to understand something. And again, make sure y'all like the stream, man. Get the likes up. This has only become a problem because she's tired of paying child support. She's paying child support to what, 2 different men? She's tired of it. But see, she's not the primary caregiver of the child. That's why she pays child support. You know how difficult it is for a woman to pay child support or for them to make a woman pay child support? She's paying child support because she doesn't want to be a mother. She wants to live a single lifestyle, even though she's the one birthing these children. Just imagine, this is the real life losing Isaiah, but without the other stuff. Jay, I've heard behind the scenes, Halle Berry is very masculine. I believe that. That's why she can't keep a man. That's exactly why she can't keep a man. This is a real life. See, losing Isaiah wasn't just a film. It was who she is without all the extra stuff. She's not raising those children. These men are raising the children. Jay, did you hear Kiki and Darius? But yes, I did hear about that. And we may speak about it. I have to find the article. We may speak about that tonight. Again, make sure y'all like the stream. This is the real life losing Isaiah. She trying to get her kids back all of a sudden when the kids are doing good, right? Now you want the kids back. Mm-hmm. Now, this according to USA Today. Halle Berry is demanding full custody of her son with Oliver Martinez, according to reports, as the actress accused her ex-husband of not cooperating in their co-parenting relationship. Berry, who shares a 10-year-old son, Maceo, with the French actor, filed a request for sole legal custody in Los Angeles County Superior Court on Friday, according to People magazine and Fox News. If sole custody is not possible, the Union Star is requesting a tie-breaking authority to make all decisions regarding Maceo's education, health, and therapy needs per people. Let's see. Barry Martinez married back in July of 2013 and welcomed Maceo in October of that year. The couple filed for divorce 2 years later in October of 2015. Which was finalized in August of 2023. So they had just finalized this divorce last year. Per the decision, the former couple were to share joint legal and physical custody of their son. Berry also agreed to pay Martinez $8,000 a month in child support and 4.3% of all income she makes above $2 million. Not only was she paying child support, but she was paying him spousal support. Talk about getting a bag. Yo, he was getting a bag. Even though he was an actor as well, you know, she made more money than him. That's the price you pay when you the breadwinner. And you still married him and had a child with him. But in her new filing, Berry accused Martinez of being oppositional and unmoving as a co-parent. That's because Halle, he's raising the child, Halle. He's raising the child on his own. See, now you're getting a taste of your own medicine, because a lot of you women who are single mothers, you make it very difficult for men to be fathers of their children. Yes, you do. Because you're in your feelings, you make it almost impossible for the fathers of your children to be in their life. You make it impossible for the fathers of your children to be in their children's life. Now Halle's getting a taste of that. Because this is what single mothers do every day. They keep the children away from the father. They're very oppositional. And when that man tries to file for primary custody, she files restraining orders to keep that man from getting any type of primary custody. The Oscar-winning actress alleged Martinez's conduct has contributed to Maceo's poor academic performance and strained his relationship with Barry. You mean like when a lot of you women teach your children to hate the father like that? That young child knows you ain't there. I don't think he's raising that child to hate you, Hallie. You're not there. You're too busy with your boyfriend. These children are not stupid. They know when absentee parents ain't there. They know. And you ain't there. Oliver's raising that child on his own. That's why he's getting child support. Barry claims in her complaint that Martinez prioritized Maceo's soccer activities over their son's educational and psychological well-being and interfered with the strategies and interventions to assist him. According to People and Fox, as part of their custody agreement, Barry agreed to pay for Maceo's private school tuition. So she's paying for his private school tuition. No wonder she wants primary custody. She paying for everything. Let's see. Hold on. In his extracurricular activities, his health insurance, and his therapist. As a result, Barry says their son's educational and behavioral challenges worsened, and he continued to fall further behind in school. Additionally, Barry alleges that Maceo would act out towards her after long periods of custody with Martinez. I wonder why. I mean, you ain't there. You everywhere except for around him, including repeating arguments that she and Martinez had in private. The former couple's custody agreement stipulated that Barry and Martinez are not allowed to speak in a negative, disrespectful, disparaging, or derogatory manner to or about the other parent or his family or significant other, or allow third parties to do the same to Maceo in the presence of Maceo or within Maceo's hearing range. Prior to therapeutic intervention, Maceo was prone to repeat disputes that Barry Martinez had in private, and that Barry did not discuss with Maceo, often taking Martinez's side in these disputes or instructing Barry how he and Martinez would address the issue, completely disregarding Barry's input or authority as a parent, the filing states, per Fox News. She said, so basically she's saying that Oliver Martinez, her ex, is teaching her son to hate her. She's saying that he's teaching his son to hate her. Y'all hear this? How? How are you going to prove that? But again, women have been doing this for decades. They always keep their kids in their business, and they use the children against the father, and Halle Berry's getting a dose of that. You were paying child support, and that was about it. The Catwoman star says Martinez's actions and lack of cooperation with respect to Maceo's psychological and educational needs have been detrimental to Maceo's health and welfare. Martinez refuses to co-parent or communicate in a child-centered way or make child-centered decisions, which interferes with getting Maceo the help he needs. Barry complaint reads, according to People, by refusing to communicate, withholding consent, or deferring decisions, he has effectively delegated himself to sole decision-making authority in violation of their stipulated judgment. I want to go back to something. Now, didn't Halle Berry put her son in some high heel boots one time? Let me look it up, because I want to make sure I got this right. Halle Berry has son in heels.
According to People, Halle Berry.
Oh, yes, she did. Let's go back to it. Halle Berry shared a rare home video of her 6-year-old son, Maceo Robert, passing time by playing in his mom's fashionable pumps. And you wonder why that man doesn't want you anywhere near his son? You had your 6-year-old son in your high-heeled boots, but he needs therapy because he prioritizes soccer? Are you serious? You put mental damage on your boy. Not your girl, your boy, your son. If Halle Berry had full custody of her son, Maceo wouldn't be called a boy. Maceo would be called a girl. And that is why Oliver does not want his son around her. He's making the decisions because he sees that you're unable or incapable of making the right decisions. So I see why Oliver is oppositional towards you. Because we see what you would do if you had, you're around your son here when he was 6. You're around your son, and this is what you do. You're putting him in high-heeled boots. Like your son went in your closet and put the boots on himself. He would need help putting those boots on. You put those boots on him. That young man needs to stay as far away from her as possible. And the only reason why she wants full custody is because she's tired of paying child support. Not only is she paying child support, she's paying Oliver spousal support as well. She's tired of that. She don't feel like she should have to do that because she gets around her Hollywood friends and they ask her, why are you paying spousal support and child support? You should be the primary caregiver. Even though she's not capable of doing it. The stuff that I read up on her recently, she's not ready to be a full-time parent. Even now, she's not ready. She only wants full custody because she's tired of paying child support. Even though someone put in my chat, she makes what, 10 to 12 million a year? And you don't want to pay $8,000? I know she's paying child support for her daughter with the model guy. Maybe there's a reason why Oliver doesn't want you around his son. But she's not trying to get custody because she cares about his well-being. She cares about not paying child support. All right. I think that's pretty much it. Shout out to everybody that's here. I appreciate y'all being here. Make sure y'all like the stream if you haven't. She'll never be ready. She's a full-time terrible actress. Yeah, she's regressed a ton. She has regressed a ton. Shout out to Devon Allen, says they believe in feminism until it's over for them. Yeah. Appreciate that, man. Being a member for 16 months. She's too masculine. Hugh Jackson will never give her a chance. Right. Hugh Jackson wants nothing to do with her. Never. That was professional. She probably would want a Hugh Jackson, but Hugh Jackman, but he's not interested. Appreciate y'all being here. Salute to everyone that's here. Thank y'all for being here tonight. Shout out to everyone, the moderators, the channel members, the Patreons, the people that donated tonight. I appreciate everybody that donated tonight on my return stream back. Thank y'all for being here. And again, like the stream, you continue the conversation in the comment section below. All right. And yeah, that's it, man. That's it. I'll see y'all next one. Y'all take care. Have a great rest of your night. All right.